Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs as they play against the Indiana Pacers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and we'll have David Aldridge filling us in from the sideline. And Greg, looking at the standings early on in the season, what would you tell teams that have gotten off to a rough start?
That it's a marathon and not a sprint. There's no reason to panic and look to make big changes yet. Plenty of time to come together and right the ship.
And it's Granger penetrating.
Getting downhill and taking flight. What a move.
Here's San Antonio. Parker passes to Jefferson. Bounce pass, Splitter. Parker outside. 6 on the shot clock. Goes up on the high post. And he connects with the jumper.
Really a tough spot on the floor, but Parker makes it look so smooth.
Collison with it. Pass to Hibbert. And Splitter pulls it down. Outside Jefferson. Parker finds Jefferson. Now here's Splitter. Parker surveying the floor. Over Collison. And that one's good. Parker.
You see the confidence Parker has in his jump shot. You got to guard the Frenchman better than that.
And here's Collison, who will bring it up for the Pacers.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now here's Parker, following the shot by Roy Hibbert. Parker kicks to Duncan. Green dishes to Parker. Shot clock at 5. Over Collison. Great D that time from Collison.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
George passes to Collison. Back to George. Pass to Hibbert. George against Green. Right at the free throw line. George, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Well, Green showing us another layer of his game right here. I mean, I'd like to see him attack like that on occasion.
Pass to West. It's George on the wing. By Green. And it's George finishing it off.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to open teammates.
Parker kicks to Jefferson. Now Splitter. This game he had 12. Parker up top. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And here's Collison. Scoreless thus far. West a screen on Jefferson. Granger passes to West. Here's Jefferson. Pass to Parker. Back to Jefferson. Beyond the arc. David West grabs the miss. Pacers trail by 4. The drive by Collison. Here's Hibbert. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Parker outside. Granger against Duncan. Outside, Green. Ice ball movement by San Antonio. Drops in the tray.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Collison. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. San Antonio with the rebound. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
And, you know, the guys on the bench have great confidence in themselves. And when their name was called, they were ready to compete and contribute.
Here's Splitter. And it's Roy Hibbert with the rebound. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. 7-point differential. Danny Granger, the bucket on the assist by Collison.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. DeJuan Blair, he's checked in for Duncan. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Richard Jefferson. Otto Ginobili's checked in for Danny Green. And it's Joseph in for Parker. The Pacers also changing it up. Hansbrough comes in for David West. And Jones subbed in for George. Now here's Joseph. 9-point game his last outing. Collison against Joseph. Granger right side. Shoots over Leonard. No good off the back of the rim. Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Blair. And the dunk by Blair.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Now here's Collison. Hasn't made one yet. And here's Hibbert. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Banked in off the glass.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
Joseph with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Floats one. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Out to the right wing. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
Yeah, like a huge, hungry grizzly bear. Hibbert feasting at the rim.
San Antonio leading by 5. Kicks it out to Leonard. Ginobili looking around. And Ginobili with the slam.
Ginobili on the attack. What else is new?
The Pacers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Jones finds Collison. Here's Hibbert. Back to Collison. Granger outside. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Granger misses.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Good work inside. Leonard getting strong position there for the finish.
Pacers trail by 9. Now here's Collison. Still without a basket. Pass to Hansbrough. And Jones has it in the corner. Now Hibbert. Splitter covering. Puts the move on. It's good.
And the huge big body of Hibbert helping him make his presence felt inside.
Spurs leading by 7. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Bonner comes in for DeJuan Blair. Jefferson's checked in for Leonard. And Tony Parker subbed in for Corey Joseph. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lewis Amundsen, who's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. George is checked in for Danny Granger. And it's Hill in for Darren Collison. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And he makes the first.
Scores the ball well. Richard Jefferson, a guy that is quite versatile on the basketball court.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Amundsen kicks to Hill. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's West in the corner. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. And it's Manu Ginobili with the finish.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Here's Amundsen. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Now here's Parker. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Jefferson's shot is off. George dishes to Amundsen. West a screen on Parker. Hill passes to West. And the stuff by West.
That kind of aggressive and forceful move by West really rubs off on his teammates.
Parker outside. Jefferson setting the pick for Parker. Ginobili outside. Takes a 3. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time.
Tim Duncan.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
Pacers trail by 8. Now Hill. No scoring in this one. Pass to West. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, that is just brute strength by West, powering through the contact inside.
1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Duncan. And it's good in the assist by Parker. And the Spurs lead by 8.
That's the look you want.
And so he'll bring it up for the Pacers. Outside, Jones. Amundsen, the pass to West. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jones. That one bounces around and comes back out. San Antonio leading by 8. Jefferson with it. West picks him up. That one good for 2.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And Indiana shooting 47% from the field to start things off. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. West kicks to Hill. Back to West. And the stuff by West.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Spurs. They're up by 8. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Down low and stolen by Splitter. It's 2-on-1. A floater. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Spurs. Pacers trail by 10. Hill passes to Jones. Now Granger over Leonard. That's short off the rim. Stolen by Jones. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Hansbrough. A rebound by the Spurs. Lets it go from 14. Leonard, no luck.
Decent look from mid-range for sure, but that's not really his shot.
Pass to Granger. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Hill dishes to Hibbert. On the wing, Hill. Lock at 6. Here's Hansbrough, and Hansbrough slams it in.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Bonner kicks to Joseph. Pass to Splitter. Now Neal. Over Jones. Shots good by Neal. Neal's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Bounce pass from Hill. Here's Hibbert. Good, and Phil picking up the assist. And that's now 6 points for Roy Hibbert.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Here's Neal. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Neal's got 4 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Hill finds Jones, and stolen by Splitter. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Neal. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Pass to Jones. It's rebounded by Leonard. Spurs leading by 10. Outside, Joseph. To the wing right side. There's Neal with the 3. Granger with the rebound. Granger's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Hill. Got a piece of it. Neal with the steal. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Hill against Joseph. Here's Hansbrough. Kicks it out to Granger. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's see the stat sheet here for Paul George. DeJuan Blair. He's checked in for Matt Bonner. For San Antonio, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. While we have a break in the action, now let's check out the league's best shooting teams. The Pacers 4th.
Not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
On defense, the Pacers down by 12. Joseph looking around. Out to the wing. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Roy Hibbert. He's putting up 13 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Spurs making a switch here. Jefferson's checked in. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lewis Amundsen, he's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for Hansbrough. George is checked in for Danny Granger. And it's Collison in for Dante Jones. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut down to 10 on the bucket from Collison.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
The Spurs shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Splitter misses. And so Collison will bring it up for the Pacers. Outside, George. Pass to West. 5 to shoot. Over Blair. No good from West. Spurs leading by 10. And here is Neal. He's got 6. Hill pulls it in.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
From deep, George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got assist number 5 here tonight.
And that'll serve George well in his career. Lightning quick release.
Pass to Blair. And here is Neal. He's guarded by Hill. Blair, the pass to Splitter. Now Blair. Outside Jefferson. Rebounded by Collison.
Really good shot contest there. It made it tough for the shooter.
Inside. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from George.
And George looking to score inside whenever it presents itself. I like how this man attacks the game.
Jefferson kicks to Joseph. Out to the right wing. Fires from 14. Green for 2 points. Joseph's got 6 points.
You trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
West a screen on Joseph. West outside. Pass to George. Makes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and hitting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them.
First in fewest turnovers per. First in fast break points. I tell you what, they have lived off their opponent's mistakes. They are first in the league in points off turnovers. Just suffocate you with their pressure defensively.
And to have the fewest turnovers in the league, I know that's a stat that would make any coach happy. Pacers trail by 5. To the inside. And the dunk by West.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Jefferson dishes to Splitter. Outside, Joseph. Over Collison. Joseph, that's good.
Pretty slick move that time with the ball. That's one way to win yourself some space out there.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Splitter. Green comes in for Jefferson. Ginobili, he's checked in for Gary Neal. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Corey Joseph. Indiana also making some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Amundsen. And it's Granger in for Hill. San Antonio leading by 5. Parker outside. To the paint. Here's Blair. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Blown opportunity there. He's got to have a short-term memory. Forget about that one.
West finds George. Now Collison. Hibbert with a screen on Parker. Collison the pass to Hibbert. And stolen by Blair. It's Ginobili on the wing. He had 13 points in the win against Portland. Duncan on the follow. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Solid job positioning and really good intensity and focus from Duncan that time to get to that second shot opportunity.
Here's Collison. To the middle. And Hibbert the bucket on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 3 assists now in this one.
and they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's Green outside. Hibbert pulls it in. Hibbert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's George.
Putting some energy behind his drive. That's a nice move by Paul George.
Parker with it. He had 16 points in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Count that bucket. Collison's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Parker. And the layup's good off the glass.
Parker can't just dominate inside. He has to rely on gracefulness and agility.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Pass to West. Duncan against Hibbert. 4 on the shot clock. Over Duncan. And it's Hibbert missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
On the wing, Green. Granger covering. Now, here's Blair. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Pacers trail by 3. Here's Granger. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 5 here tonight. Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Parker passes to Duncan. Back to Parker. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. And here's Collison, who will bring it up for Indiana. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. For the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. West inside. Working on Green. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, when you're trying to defend David West, you're in for a battle. His mind and his body so strong. His will is that of a champion. West plays the game with great effort.
That free throw good from West.
With his versatility, David West really is a bit of a throwback, a total package forward. Rebounds, points, assists. Tell him what you need, and he goes out and gets it done with little fanfare.
And both free throws good for West.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
Here's Ginobili. The Pacers pull it in.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Spurs lead by 1. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Now Collison. Granger outside. Left side Collison. Outside George. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 6 assists in the game. Down low, here's Duncan. Big time slam by Duncan.
Yeah, and at 7-1, Duncan is a problem in the paint. Outstanding with his extension there and just hammering it home.
And here's Collison. From deep, George. A drive by Collison, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And I tell you what, Collison, very tough to contain because he's so fast. Excellent foul shooter as well. You can't give him any cheap ones.
First trip to the line for him here. And he knocks down the first one. Collison hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Parker outside. Pacers with the rebound. West has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Splitter dishes to Duncan. And Duncan throws it down hard.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Green against George. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Wednesday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Parker against Collison. And he converts the layup. Parker's got 12.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
West kicks to Collison. Inside, Hibbert. And then Hibbert with the dunk.
I like the balance that Collison strikes between passing and scoring.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. To the middle, here's Splitter, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. A 2-point game. Outside, George. Pass to Granger. Shot clock at 6. Hibbert with a screen for Granger. A rebound by the Spurs. Splitter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jefferson has a wide open look. Granger with the rebound.
You're not going to get a better look from mid-range. He's definitely disappointed with himself there.
And stolen by Splitter. That's good from Jefferson on the assist from Thiago Splitter. Jefferson's got his second bucket.
Boy, Jefferson's so good in the open court. When he's got room to run, he pulverizes the opposition.
Collison, the pass to George. Here's Hibbert. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Veteran move by Hibbert. Sees the defender coming, tries to finish strong.
Pacers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That free throw missing.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. He hits the second from the line.
And, you know, for his size, Hibbert is a surprisingly good free throw shooter.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at San Antonio. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And checking out San Antonio, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question, I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized, but this is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
Here's Collison. 6 points for him. Hibbert with a screen on Green. George up top. Guarded by Green. Here's Collison. And Splitter pulls it down. Splitter's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Parker with it. Picked up by Collison. Pass to Duncan. Got it! Duncan down low.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers trail by 7. Collison with it. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. West passes to Granger. West setting the pick for Granger. And the shot goes in. Granger's got 8 points.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Duncan. Parker outside. Here is Splitter, covered by Hibbert. Splitter misses. And so Collison will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Trailing by 5. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. While we have a break, we can see which teams have made the most of their second chance opportunities over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for Splitter. Blair comes in for Duncan. And it's Ginobili in for Danny Green. Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Pacers. Hill comes in for George. Here's Jefferson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Danny Granger.
And that athleticism of Jefferson can be difficult to guard against, which is why he gets fouled.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 6. Now here's Collison. He has 6. Pass to Hibbert. Now Granger. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Granger's got 10.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
To the paint. Here's Jefferson. And finished off by Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson, just great lift on these dunks. Whenever he's near the basket, he is ready to turn one over.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Collison the bounce pass. Hibbert with it. He's against Bonner. Hibbert inside. He's got 11. Can't hit from in close. Parker passes to Blake.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Granger. Averaging about 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
The first free throw is good.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
Both free throws good from Blair. Pacers trail by 8. Now Collison. 6 points for him. Granger outside. Back to Collison. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collison's got 8 points.
And, you know, even though he's smaller and slight of build, Collison doesn't fear going inside. He's really solid at scoring from there.
They set the pick. Nice shot by Ginobili. He has 6.
When you get a look that close in, it is a great possession.
Ginobili against Hill. Granger outside. Hansbrough a screen on Jefferson. To the inside. Shot clock at 5. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got a...
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
A moment now to see the numbers for Darren Collison. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Parker outside. Ginobili outside. Over Hill. Hill with some nice D.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
San Antonio leading by 8. Parker outside. And it's good from the elbow.
Hey, it's not just about scoring for Parker when he dominates. He gets his teammates involved, too.
And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Blair. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Richard Jefferson. Gary Neal's checked in for Ginobili. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Parker. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Lewis Amundsen, he's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Paul George is checked in for Danny Granger. And Jones subbed in for Darren Collison. Back to Joseph. And he uses the glass on the layup. Joseph's got 10 points.
Get the ball in close. Get your points that way. That's doing good business.
And the foul on Matt Bonner. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Down low, West, and the dunk by West.
David West scoring the ball, very efficient. A high percentage shooter who looks for quality shots.
Bonner dishes to Duncan. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 16.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Hill against Joseph. Here's Almonds, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
Over to the left wing. Bonner kicks to Joseph. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Pass to Neal from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Jones with it. Leonard picks him up. Jones the pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this coaching staff encourages George to stay aggressive because this is how he'll drop out.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Paul George.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Neal with it. Working on Jones. Neal's shot is off. And so he'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 6-point game. Plays it up off the glass. Hill's got his first bucket in this one.
Terrific speed and understated athleticism from Hill. I mean, all he needs is a little room to attack, and then he'll exploit it with fervor.
Now here's Neal, defended by Jones. His three-pointers off the mark.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Hill kicks to Jones. 26 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Hill. Count it. And now just a 2-point San Antonio lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Outside Joseph. Bonner passes to Leonard. Here's Duncan. That ball. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Duncan's got 12 points here in the second half. The third quarter comes to a close. Spurs out in front, up by 4. And we'll get going after this from AT&T Center. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Outside, Green. Back to Joseph. Two points. That one goes. Joseph's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for San Antonio. Pacers trail by 6. And here's Jones. Outside Hill. Hibbert with the screen for Hill. With the drive. Pass to Hansbrough. Now here's Hibbert. He's covered by Joseph. The kick out to Hill. Jones for 3. Good on the triple.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Joseph against Granger. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played, and it's Hibbert missing.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Leonard attacking. It counts, and the foul. That one on Hill.
And he's got the strength to play tough inside. I expect Leonard to play into that more often.
And Leonard no good on that one.
And one of the great rebounders and defenders in college. Leonard is working hard to round out his game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Here's Splitter, and it's slammed in by Splitter.
Strong effort that time, producing the best look possible.
Pacers trail by 7. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Hill against Joseph. Hill passes to Hibbert, and stolen by Splitter. To the middle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Granger against Leonard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Hill kicks to Hibbert. The kick out to Hill. Launches a 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Joseph.
The ball goes to Indiana.
Jones against Green. Hansbrough, a screen on Joseph. Hill passes to Hansbrough. And Hansbrough slams it in.
Amazing how many different guys can throw it down in this league.
And the call will be against George Hill. That's his 3rd foul of the game. San Antonio leading by 7. Pass to Green. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Splitter sets a screen for Joseph. Now here's Splitter, and stolen by Hibbert.
Not sure which it's been since halftime. Either they've gotten sloppier or the defense has just turned up.
Here's Hansbrough, and Bonner pulls it down. For San Antonio, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Here's Joseph. That's to Bonner. The rebound by Hansbrough. Pacers trail by 7. Jones, the pass to Hansbrough. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Hibbert.
And that's exactly the effort you like to see from Hibbert, finishing off the glass.
Now Green, back to Joseph. Shot from the top of the key. The Pacers pull it in.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Outside, Joseph. Outside, Leonard. On the wing, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Leonard. Pass to Joseph. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. DeJuan Blair. He's checked in for Matt Bonner. Jefferson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Ginobili, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Corey Joseph. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Here's Amundsen. He's checked in for Hibbert. West comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. George is checked in for Danny Granger. And it's Collison in for Dante Jones. And he can't get the first one. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Spurs leading by 5. And Ginobili, here we go, and finished off by Jefferson.
With intent, explosive finish.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Pass to Amundsen, and here's Collison. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. That one on Parker.
And you know, with some players, it's more than just the numbers. He provides things for this team that don't always show up in a stat sheet.
He throw good, Darren Collison. Collison hits them both. Here's Parker. Pass to Ginobili. To the paint. Here's Splitter. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Ginobili's got 4 assists in the game.
What a luxury to have Manu on your team. I mean, he's pretty much a 6'6" point wing. Always creative. And
it's Hill penetrating. And the wide open shot from Collison. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Team foul. San Antonio leading by 7. Here's Parker. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Collison kicks it to West. West draws the double. For 3, Hill. And once again off the mark by Indiana. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And there's Richard Jefferson on the assist from Tiago Splitter. Jefferson's got 4 points this quarter.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Hill finds Collison. West a screen on Parker. Collison, the pass to West. Plays it up and banks it in.
In the paint, West has a great mix of size and flexibility, so he has multiple ways to get around the defense.
Here's Parker. Here's Splitter. And he banks in the layup.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Some nice passing here by Indiana. Collison kicks to Hill. The kick out to Collison. No good on the 3. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 12-4 run right now.
Dismissed the defender right there, but couldn't take advantage.
On the wing, Hill. He's covered by Ginobili. Collison with it. Outside Hill. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Blair.
Not his best work at all. This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Here's Ginobili, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Ginobili's got the lead up to 13 now for San Antonio. And Frank Vogel wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. A different look now for San Antonio. Duncan comes in for Splitter. And it's Green in for Richard Jefferson. The Pacers also changing it up. Hibbert comes in for Louis Amundsen. And it's Granger in for Hill. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alden.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. Now, Coach really laid into them. He said, we're too loose with it. Tighten it up. These turnovers are going to cost us if we keep giving the ball away. We're better than this. Guys?
Thanks, David. And the first one at the line is good. No good on the second free throw. And here are the Spurs. They're on a 14-5 run. Now here's Ginobili. Here's Blair. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 14.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
And here's George for three. Duncan grabs the rebound. Duncan's got his fifth rebound in this one. Ginobili gets a wide open look. And he's good on the three ball.